Okay. This is the other one that we have to deal with. Whoa. Sliding off the table. Okay, so this one here, we got to do these two studs up here. Pipe out of the way. Now this one should go on a lot easier than that other one, but I think I'm going to do the same thing on the pipe. I'm going to bend the piss out of it in the press. That seems to be the answer to make these things fit, is to compromise the integrity of the pipe. So I think I'm going to put it right here in the middle and press the piss out of it. You can kind of see where all the rub marks are at on here, so that's where I'm going to press on it. So I'm going to do the same thing that we just did before. Hold the angle up a little bit. Center of the pipe is at. I think I'm about there is where it's going to go. I'm not sure how much I really crushed it. This side here got crushed, but I don't know about this other side. A little bit, not too much, but maybe it was enough. You never know. It didn't work at all before, so find out. Okay. There's one nut. One thing about the flange nut, you can put in the socket like that. You get good access. These are in my way. Okay. Yeah, it'll fit in there pretty good, I think. That's it, hit the camera. See it, when I flatten it all out, it went in there pretty good. Now this is hanging real low, it should sit over here. You can't hold it in two hands. So I need to hold the back of this up here a little bit in the air. Extra helping hands right here. One, two. There you go. It helped a lot. Okay, we'll go straight in there right now. Nope. Have to get it started by hand first. Easier said than done. There's no room to get your fingers in there at all. Can only get turning. Nope, it wasn't on. Okay, I'm going to take this other nut off. Allow this one to drop down, so hopefully we can get it started. I'm not sure if that angle's correct. Yeah, it's going. You gotta get the other one on, you got more access to. There we go. It's tight in there. A little bit more dimpling. Not quite in the right spot, close. Now when you never do get with that wrench, you have to use a open end or a box wrench or something here. Okay, that is not going to be able to use a box on that. Piece of wood. All my wrenches. We don't have any room in there to get sockets up in there. So this pipe needs to be dimpled more than we did it. It needs to be dimpled at a slightly different place. That one there, as you can see, it's right on top of the nut. There's no room for a socket or anything in there. Okay, I got two wrenches and they're both hidden over there. So these are going to be initially with this. Maybe. Nope, not quite. So those need to be crushed a little bit more with a press. Let's see. Can you mark it better? See, I didn't mark it before, so without being exactly marked where you need to have it. So you got dimpled here instead of where I needed it to be. The circle right there, I gotta nail it. This one is right here. Right there is where that one needs it. And this pipe here needs to come out a little bit. So it looks like you can use like a piece of 3/8 inch plate in there. It would work pretty easily. And the pipe needs to drop a little bit, but it's close. Okay, so the rear pipe's in a good location. So the front pipe is our problem. It needs to be crushed with a press a little bit more and lined up better. And then things will be better. So might as well just do it now, that way we know it's done correctly. Just fighting this stuff. We got the back one working so nice, we might as well make the front one easy to get to also. We usually have one good one and one hard one. Those new studs are nice, so the nuts come right on and off. Alright. So I'm going to come over here and try to fix this problem here. You don't be afraid to crush it. Makes it easier. The more you make it oval, the better it is. It's a lot better now. I'm able to stop the nut this time. See, now I got a lot more clearance to get up into here. The socket goes in there pretty good now, see? It goes right in there. On the bottom over here, it's a little tight. I don't know if I can get a opening on that, or I don't think I can get a box down here yet. I think we still got some issues with that. You gotta pull the flanges in equal. This stud sticks out a lot more than the other one does. Pull it in straight. Make sure the pipe is where you want it to be. The pipe needs to be over here. Put something in there to block it. Hold it out where you want it to be. Okay, I'll come in here. See, there's no threads on that damn stud. This stud's so short. There's only like a 1/4 inch of threads even on that stud. It ain't got much hole in it, that's for sure. That makes it hard to put in too when you got nothing to work with. Alright, where'd it go? It's tight. Yeah, we get a box on there. We're able to get the box wrench on there now. Whoop. Tripod's in the way again. See, now you're able to get the box wrench up in here where you need to be. And you see how it's pulling in relatively close. Okay, so it's got pretty good torque on that one. And you got access to those nuts. You got access to these nuts too. And down here, we're going to make access down here, but I'm going to have to make me a plate. So this one needs to come out. There you go. I pulled on it, shifted up and out slightly. It rotated up in the flange up in here a little bit. And it brought things together a lot better. Okay, so right now we got that much gap. It's about 3/8 of an inch gap, not what this one here used to be. So we're gonna make it. I'm gonna go find me some thicker material to make that from. And I'll probably put some washers back in here too to move it out, or put the washers against here probably. I didn't want to make it up a piece of 3/8 plate. So I got to see if this is going to work or not for the dimensions. It should. It's hard to tell exactly where it's at, but all right. So overall, I think that's pretty close. We do have access to put tools on the pipes now, so that's a big plus. All I got to do now is just make up that plate, figure out what studs we're going to use. We could probably get away with the short ones here, but we got these long ones here. Where's that long stud at I had? I don't know if these are long enough. I think it's long enough. Yeah, barely. See, you got a nut. You got room for a nut over there. A lock nut. Okay, it'll work with that big thick thing. See, the top one doesn't go through that bracket, it only goes through the single bracket. So I can use the short studs on the bottom, on top, which is your rear pipe, and we use the long studs on the bottom for the front pipe. Just gotta make this out of some big thick material. So maybe a big chunk of, might have some pretty good sized aluminum laying around. I like aluminum. Works good. It's just a spacer, you're not threading into it. Aluminum will absorb vibration, not break like steel does. So equal for equal, if you made this out of aluminum, it wouldn't break like this. I found that on my race bike a long time ago. Aluminum brackets don't break at Harley at all, if ever. Alright, that's it for tonight on that. We want to spend another hour and over an hour and a half more dicking around these pipes. So we have about 5 hours in these pipes, time we're done. Oh well. Alright, that's it for tonight.